Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy MKS here with the fourth and final part of Black Wednesdays. I realised I was thinking I have done quite a few videos quite quickly, so I hope that doesn't put people off. But I know if I could, I'd probably record videos all day because I have a lot of mad ideas and thoughts on my mind. But I hope people enjoy it, enjoy these videos, especially those who support Black History Month and Black Empowerment and things like that. But yeah, I can't think of much to say in the intro, but I was thinking if I finish off these videos and then I think I didn't do part 4 of Dyslexia Wednesday, so I thought I'd do that after this and then have a rest and then hopefully get to some writing, although ideally I would do writing beforehand, but sometimes I get writer's block. But I thought, it would be good to do some writing before I get too tired or before it gets too dark, but it is what it is. So I thought if I get these out of the way, then have a bit of a rest and then do some writing on paper about my goals and dreams, things like that. But as I say, I hope you enjoy it. Sorry for the life story and stuff like that. But for once, I'm not drinking tea, I'm drinking Vimto. But yeah, so I'm going to do this differently again, as I've done before, where I talk about, I ask in a question, in question form. So I thought I'd ask a few questions. So anyway, as I say, I hope you enjoy it. These are number 31 to 40, and again, I'm going to ask them in question form. So, as ever, please do get involved and comment, and hopefully send some positive feedback or even constructive criticism or anything else you want to comment. And here goes. So, number 31. Actually, sorry, I'm not going to ask in question form. Sorry, I'm going to say what I hope to achieve by the end of the month. Sorry, I apologise. What I hope to achieve by the end of the month. I just remembered. Sorry. So number 31. Hopefully, by the end of this month, I would have supported as many Black poets as possible, especially Black British, but also all around the world, and look to help them network together, all being well by the end of, I'd say, this month, October, or as soon as possible, basically. I suppose I could ask the question, how do you think we could support Black poets, including from Britain and around the world, and how could they network together, how could they support each other? Number 32, also the same for artists. I hope to have empowered as many Black artists in Britain and across the world as possible. And again, the question I could ask is, please comment how you think we could support Black artists and how they could support each other, how we could promote art, including from Africa, Indigenous, Australasian, Aboriginal art, and so on and so forth. Number 33, same for writers. I hope to have empowered as many as possible, and I'd love to know, as part of that, suggestions of how you could support them. I think like sharing links and things like that could really help. Number 34, on that note, I hope that people will share links, and also I hope I dream to promote Pan-Africanism and Black unity around the world so that they can support each other, stop wars and divisions, civil wars so-called, and things like that. As I say, there's nothing civil about war, and things like that. So how African countries can work together to support their poets, artists, writers, creatives, and whatnot. Number 35, also supporting Black people in Britain and Africa and across the world, including Indigenous Australasians, in terms of reaching their ambitions. Number 36, including supporting Black women in politics, business, tech, and all sorts of different areas, seeing how they can lead, and in all sorts of industries like the fashion industry and all sorts of industries. There's a group on Facebook called African Women Who Lead in, I think it's politics, business, tech, and fashion, or something like that. And so yeah, I'd love to see how they can network together. And also, I know from a vice point of view, how I would love for Italians to improve relations with Black people through football, soccer, calcio, footy, whatever you want to call it. And again, I'd love to know any ideas or suggestions you have on each of these points I raise, including. Sorry, cat's gone crazy again. Kitten's gone crazy. Including for, let's say, how Italians could improve relations with Black people through football, and how to support Black women in terms of empowering Black women, as well as it's a Wednesday, like Women Wednesday. So I know I'm mad. But number 37, and as I say, so how Celtic, as I said before, like Celtic, as I said in part 1, Celtic already does quite a lot of work to tackle racism, but how can they be rewarded for such, and how can they network with the Black community? How can the Black community sort of return the favour? How can they have a mutual benefit? And hopefully Celtic to have more fans of colour, POC as fans all around the world, including obviously black people, just generally as well, with the work that they do to tackle racism and the charitable work they do in Africa and things like that. And how could Celtic return the favour as well? So how can they mutually benefit, like Celtic supporting black women in business, for instance, or black poets, artists, writers, business people, and so on and so forth. As I say, number 38. I'd love to hear from black people themselves, including women, about how they think they could be empowered and how they can have their voices heard in those areas like poetry, art, writing, politics, business, tech, and all sorts of things like that. So how to get more black women into tech and other fields like that, empowering fields and things like that. Number 39, as I say, because it's a Wednesday, I hope to focus mostly on writing Wednesdays, or works done by black people in Britain and around the world, as I say, for Black History Month. And number 40, as ever, I'd love to know any other ideas or suggestions you have for empowering black people, especially women, in all those fields I've talked about, or in any way, shape or form. What do you think are some areas and fields where black people could be empowered in? As I say, mainly I wish to focus on poetry, art, writing, works done by black people, and how we could help them to achieve and also reaching their ambitions generally, and also supporting black women especially. Anywho, peace and love. I am out.